Comics time. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I am Victor Dandridge.
I'm Ryan Seymore.
And I apologize for sounding like I have gargled nastiness and choked on it. That's what happens when you go to New York Comic Con. Shout out to them for the record-breaking weekend.
Big Apple going big.
Yeah, huge, baby. Represent for the East Coast, bringing it back home, if you will. Like rap, like the rap game. It went out west, and then it comes back to the east, baby.
So where's Nas and Jay-Z?
You know it. I'd like to be the Jay-Z of the comic book world. I wouldn't mind that. I would settle, though, for the Puff Daddy, you know? I would dance around, take that, bad boys. That's me.
Yeah.
I'm willing. That's all I'm saying. So, we've got some good books, man.
Yes, we do.
Some things I felt some feelings for, some things that I was really kind of like, where's this going? Where do you want to start? You want to start on the different books, the same books? Where do you want to go?
That's a good question. I feel like we should end with Death of Wolverine.
Oh, absolutely. Let's just jump into Axis.
Yeah, let's do Axis, yeah.
So, this one was interesting to me. It's Remender, right? Mm-hmm. And it had beats.
Yes.
Cohesion, not so much for me.
Yeah.
Was that you too?
Yeah, there's a lot of disjointedness to the storyline.
Yes.
But not like a Tarantino style way. Like it just didn't
quite match. It wasn't like it was told out of order in an interesting sort of way. It was kind of like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is depressing because Remender has been kicking serious ass.
Yes. Now, some of the tropes in there that I dug were like the Sentinels, what they were.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, they were more than just your regular Sentinel.
That was brilliant.
Very cool.
I did love the notion of their presumed weakness, of who they were programmed for versus who they were not.
That was actually brilliant.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That is some ground. That right there, especially right now with Civil War being on everyone's tongues all over the interweb, that's a nice little reach into. I dug that one. I was kind of confused when some of the characters just kind of popped up, though.
Yeah.
Especially that Nova kid. I was like, where did he come from? Why are you here?
Totally don't remember him
anywhere. So I'm like, wait, why are you here? I don't understand this. One of the other things, when I try to write something, I try to come at it with this idea of understanding all the parts that are in action at that time. Yeah. There are some parts in this fight in particular where it seemed like they weren't all working cohesively together in their fighting. Yeah. You know, somebody would show up here and then they weren't being utilized there in so many different ways. It was hard to really put that together in the right way.
It was the most disjointed team effort that I've ever seen from a group of Marvel characters.
I can wholeheartily agree with it. This is Avengers Year 1 tactics, and it's no, this doesn't work. This doesn't work at all.
Yeah, and when they finally got their shiz together, the Sentinels just you have a little help from Nova.
Oh my God, and that kid, seriously, there's not something in place to deal with him when he's all like, "Hey, I'm gonna," and you're like, "Stop,
stop,
don't do that."
Yeah, repulsors, have Magneto crush his helmet, anything.
Hold on to him so he's like the little engine that could. I don't know. Yeah. Just. That one, I felt like it had some beats to it, just the worst of the 90s is what that was for me.
Yeah, it really felt like that. But the problem is, once again, the very end, that splash page.
Big epicness, I got it. I want to see what happens next.
Yeah.
It's like crack.
Yeah, it is. This is an abusive relationship.
It is.
Every time you get the hot soup thrown in your face because you burnt the grilled cheese, I'm sorry, Dad.
Right.
He comes back and gives you a Hot Wheel.
And you're like, I want to call services on you, but this is so
it's
cool.
Pretty sweet. It's a Dukes of Hazzard one.
And then if I put it in water, it changes into an Autobot.
Yeah,
I know.
And that's kind of what this is.
I know, it is. Because I have to admit, I didn't see that ending coming at all.
Neither did I.
I didn't see it coming. And then you're the lineup, you're like,
that is a wrecking crew.
That's pretty cool. Dude.
Wrecking crew.
Creel, man. Yeah. Crusher is there. It is on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, imagine him.
Oh, right?
Yeah, there's
Did you see? That's
so many things.
So, let's capture ourselves.
Yeah.
Get ready. What did you tackle separately? What did you go for?
I went after Face Value #1.
Okay.
It's the second print. We missed out on the first print. It is It hit me in the feels, possibly more than Death of Wolverine. It is a kid's book, an all-ages title.
Okay.
Kind of a futuristic sort of thing, but very steampunky.
Gotcha.
The main character becomes a superhero.
Right.
But he is has autism.
Oh,
and
wow.
some of the other members of his classroom are typical students that don't have autism, and some others are on the spectrum.
Right.
And it focuses on how they view the world and how things affect them.
The autism children have these powers.
Well, they
or
end
just
up-
one of them does.
Just one of them so far.
Okay. And it's from their POV?
Yep. Yeah. So there's like moments where he gets kind of flustered and overwhelmed, and the dialogue box turns upside down. So you know at that moment
This is how
that's
he's, oh, that's touching.
So yeah, so it's one having a couple kids on the spectrum. It is one that if that is the way that they do relate to the world,
right,
it puts it in a perspective that I can better understand. So
even that personal attachment, I definitely understand. Yeah. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I totally want to read that now.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Who wrote that one?
It is a new crop of creators.
Okay.
I think this is their first foray into comics. It is, I believe it's a husband and a wife team, actually. They're
I
on
like the artwork. It's pretty.
Yeah. It's really, I mean, it's all ages appropriate.
Okay.
It's very cool. It doesn't talk down to or talk over the kids. I enjoyed it quite a bit. They're on Facebook.
Just Face Value Comics.
Yeah.
Okay. I will definitely check them out. That looks really cool.
Yeah. And then you did.
I did the New Guardians. I've been on this whole Guardians and the New Gods thing, and I just kind of want to see where it's going. There's something about it that I think is the sprawling type epic that I wish Axis specifically was. Like, I can't lie.
Yeah.
This one has its interconnected titles, but the way that they're forming this larger tapestry is really, really well done.
Nice.
I don't know if we've had something like this since the Blackest Night, Sinestro Corps War.
Oh wow,
days.
that was big.
Oh my God, because like this is playing onto the whole notion of you think you know and you can't really know because they're playing at a scale that is so much larger than what any one entity can truly understand.
Yeah.
So you've got the Lanterns, they're fighting for existence essentially because the New Gods are coming in collecting rings with an understanding of what they feel is this overall essence of the situation. The life force equation is now within their grasp. They have the opportunity to get it, and if they have it, it changes everything. They can stop Darkseid once and for all.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Lanterns are going to be like, these guys are kicking our asses. Like, they're terrible. They're monsters.
Yeah.
We can't beat them. And the New Gods are like, well, we would have asked you for them, but if we had asked you, would you have given it to them?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, no, and he's like, and that's why we just came in and kicked your ass. Like this is we already figured that out. We knew you weren't going to give it to us. So rather than go through the motions, let's just kick your tail, take the rings. We'll do what we're supposed to do, and we'll call it a day. So it's interesting. It looks like in a big bad way that the Lantern Corps here are the inept villains of sorts. Like by them not doing this, they are in fact impeding something great.
That makes sense. That's cool.
I'm waiting for the twist that perhaps the New Gods may not be on the up and up, but that's not common for the New Gods.
Yeah.
If it was Darkseid, you would definitely be like, oh, he's gonna lie. He's tricking you. But I'm curious, is this going to be played straight? Because I think that would be excellent to put all of the Lantern Corps in this thing where they're like, hey, you doing this endangers things.
Yeah.
So you need to give this to us.
Very cool.
I'm very excited about that one. Death of Wolverine #4.
Yes.
I had feelings about this one, very strong feelings. I'm gonna go out on this one first, if you don't mind. Now, Charles was actually at New York.
Really?
He was, and I didn't make it over to his table while he was there. I think he was probably signing like all weekend at Marvel, which makes sense. But he had a table, and I saw it, and I wanted to address him so good. Like we just talked to him, like, "Hey, you, sir, person doing things that I've been reading." I was disappointed by issue 3. I was open about that. I felt like it became very insular, very, talking points oriented. You had to know a whole lot in order to follow. This one ended on a note that made me hate #3 even more. I hated #3 even more because of this one. Because this one was good.
Yeah.
This one picked up and ended in such a way that I felt like we really, really, really got cheated with #3. I don't know if there was a rush to get things done.
I mean, it would fit the time frame.
It would. It really would. But this one was really good.
Yeah.
Really good. I am happy to, or I find it interesting to note or be able to say that we were wrong in terms of what we thought might be the death.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah. In the first issue, there's dialogue between
Reed
Logan and Reed, and Reed's like, you know, even a concussion might get you, and then he headbutted
Nuke like hardcore.
Yeah.
We presume that maybe he actually gave himself a concussion, and that was what was going to be the killing point because they had already seeded it.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the case. However, I do think that would have been an awesome thing. What were your thoughts to this issue?
Like you, I felt cheated by issue 3.
Okay.
No fault of Charles. I would think the time frame, instead of it being weekly, something happened and they had to push something out, and it really felt not like connective, but more kind of like, okay, here's our Wolverine cred. Like, here's a bunch of characters, go.
Okay.
This one, Wolverine makes that final greatest sacrifice to prevent anybody else from becoming
what he is.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't think he likes himself. Like when you
definitely get that impression.
Yeah.
Like he had to actually pep talk himself a little bit.
Yeah.
And you saw that. I thought that was excellent.
Yeah.
I did think that was excellent.
And like it was brilliant. That final scene with him at the end.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, okay, maybe it's me, but I was a little disappointed in this one once that final battle happened, only because I felt like, okay, that would be the greatest moment to become super insular and reference other things.
Yeah.
That would have been the point to truly bring in Sabretooth. Or that would have been the point to bring in Lady Deathstrike. Yeah. Where you get this moment of it all going back to the beginning, as it did. Yeah. And it was an excellent way of going back to the beginning to the end. But the way that they played it out, the way that they paced it, I don't think that it got us there effectively.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought we were going to disagree on that. I honestly didn't.
No, because it felt, especially, I think it was, what, issue 2, when there was, like, Lady Deathstrike and
she showed up and you're like, whoa,
yeah,
okay,
what's,
where are we going?
It's a cool issue, but it's not making sense.
Right.
Whereas if that had have been in that issue.
Right. I think that would have been far greater, far better.
Yeah.
Especially if either stretch it out to give us their, like, longer, like, or later, or get us to here by issue 2.
Yeah.
And then, like, issues 3, I did definitely enjoy it. I would definitely say pick it up because, you know, it's supposed to be a seminal thing.
Yeah.
It's beautiful artwork, beautiful cover.
It's fantastic. I mean, it's not. It's up there in the top 4 or 5 Wolverine stories ever for me.
Yeah.
It's definitely really good.
Yeah.
There's a body. He's dead.
Yeah, he's done. He's done. I don't even know if he were to survive it, it wouldn't matter. Like, that's kind of what that is. Like, if
there's no way.
Yeah, if he were to survive, if he's still alive after this, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because
right. Yeah. Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Yeah,
it's done. It's done. It's done. It's absolutely done.
Which I think is brilliant.
Yes. That which defines you.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
Yeah.
Like, that's your beginnings is your end, and
that's
again,
actually,
that symmetry.
the more
I
think about it.
Yes,
brilliant.
You see what I mean? Like, and that's why, like, I would have loved for us to get to here faster, so we can extend this moment out.
Yeah.
So we could actually get introduced to that guy that he fights.
Yeah.
And make that like a longer term issue.
Yeah.
For him.
Yeah, because that guy, he looked like there was a lot of potential.
Right.
And we got Darth Mauled.
Did we not get? Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Yeah.
So okay. So we definitely agree that you should definitely pick it up, and there's some things to it that I think if they had fleshed out in a different way would have impacted even greater.
Yeah.
But this was still a pretty good one. This was still a pretty good one.
Yeah.
It does not dethrone Old Man Logan.
Oh.
Just doesn't do it.
No.
I thought it had. I thought it had the chance.
Yeah.
Issue 1, you were there, but you didn't quite get it.
Yeah.
It's all right, Chucky. It's all right. Oh, speaking of nicknames, so guess who I ran into at New York, and I actually called him by our nickname.
Bobby K.
Bobby K. And it totally slipped out, man. It was so funny. Like, he's sitting there looking at artwork, and I'm like, what's up, Bobby K? And then I stop, and I'm like, oh, crap, dude, I am so sorry. And he's looking at me like, did you just call me Bobby K? And I'm like, it's a nickname that, for the review series that we do, and we started calling you that. and I shouldn't have done that. I apologize. And he's like, it's cool. It's cool. And he just kind of walked away, and I was like, I've offended Bobby K. I've offended Bobby K. I'm like, oh, Bobby K, Bobby K, Bobby K. I'm so sorry, Bobby K. Oh. I took on Batman and Robin 35 as a honorable mention. This is fun. I love Gleason's work. He kills art-wise. There's something about it, the crispness, the lines. I just love it. And Peter is killing it. This is all Batman going to Apocalypse to try to get back Damian, and he is not playing.
Yeah.
It's serious. There's some brutalities to it. The Bat family comes into play, and that's kind of cute in a real, like, yay sort of way. There's the scene here with Calabac, and I think it is the most brilliant use of Calabac I have ever seen. Just this page right there. You see so much characterization in one page for such an, he's such a brutish character, but in that one, you got so much, like, Shakespearean, like Arthurian, however you want to call it, where it's just high-end feeling for Calabac. I got a crazy good respect for him. Yeah. It's awesome.
Tomasi and Gleason's run has been the most effective use of minimalism I've seen in a while. Like, they'll take, where Calabac's just standing there.
Right.
And that somehow becomes this soliloquy that
it's
really, really good stuff. Where
yes,
you could take a concept of Batman's trying to get his son back, and he's have to go to Apocalypse, and that just becomes some like big event thing that ends up ultimately being crap. But this has been really, really good.
Very good, very, very good. Is this the? I think this one is the Chris Burnham cover.
I believe so. Yeah, the Monsters one.
Yes, yes. This was fun. This was fun. I like this cover. I'm a big Frank Quitely fan, and this reminded me of his work, which automatically means that it's right. So I love that cover. It's really cool. That's right. I forgot they were doing Monsters. It's Halloween month. That's right. So silly. You know what I saw? The most ridiculous thing, and this we can end it on this one because it's totally not comic related. But if you shared this on Facebook, I hate your guts. It was saying how this year was the first time in 666 years, get it, that Halloween falls on Friday the 13th.
Yep.
That made me so mad, so mad. Every person that has shared that, I want to unfriend you because it cannot happen. It cannot. Halloween is on the 31st, not the 13th.
Yeah, I almost came through my computer a couple times. I'm like, damn it!
Stop saying it! Stop it! Yes, it's on a Friday, but it cannot be the 13th. I say thee nay.